explain this is my personal thoughts on the recent elections in the UK. Now that we've had 3 weeks to think about them, this is my own, my own reflections on what we've done and why things happened. Right, hello everybody, and thank you for being here today. I have the dubious privilege of being a guest speaker this evening. I can only hope that I'll do justice to this august body. Now, given that it was the Queen's speech today at Westminster, I thought I might take the liberty of giving my own personal view of the general election that was held in the UK on the 7th of May. The dust has gently, or for some people not quite so gently, settled. Recriminations are rife. Much soul-searching has been done and will be done. But the 3 weeks since the 7th have given me time to reflect on the events themselves and what may lie ahead. Now, I am not a political commentator, so please feel free to disagree with me. These are personal ramblings, not didactic analysis. Now, I awoke on the morning of the 8th of May with a sense of anticipation. The UK had had a coalition government for 5 years, an unpalatable thing in British political life. At breakfast, I thought, well, here we go again, as the forecasters seemed to be indicating a hung parliament, that is, with no party getting the requisite 325 seats. By mid-morning, however, the pundits had been proven wrong. It was clear that the Conservatives would win a majority, albeit a very slight one. Now, some figures. Now, I'm sorry, please bear with me on this. I know figures are not particularly exciting, but I shall be referring to them, so it's important for you to have them to hand. First, the number of seats for 5 of the political parties. Out of the 650 seats, the Conservatives won 331. Labour won 232. The Scottish National Party, 56. The Liberal Democrats, 8. And UKIP, the United Kingdom Independence Party, 1. Fairly clear-cut, wouldn't you say? It's a comfortable win for the Conservatives. However, if you look at the voting percentages, you have a completely different story. For the same parties, the share of the national vote was as follows. The Conservatives won 36.9% of the vote. Labour won 30.4%. The SNP won 4.7%. The Liberal Democrats won 7.9%. And the UKIP won 12.6%. Now, the first conclusion to be drawn from this is that the UK system is undemocratic, whichever way you look at it. The first past the post constituency approach means that large numbers of votes simply do not count. The most striking example of this is UKIP. 1 person in 8 in the UK voted for UKIP. 1 person in 8 voted for UKIP. That's about 1/3 of the number of votes cast for the Conservatives. You remember the Conservatives had 331 seats. UKIP, therefore, should have had 110. They have 1. Conversely, the Scottish National Party, being concentrated in Scotland, managed 56 MPs, with only 4.7 of the national vote. Now, little wonder that some parties have been calling for an overhaul of the electoral process. As they put it, geographical distribution is the enemy of proportional representation. So who are the winners and who are the losers in all this? Well, the Conservatives, yes, but I'll talk about that in a minute. The big losers, by far, are the Liberal Democrats. They were deemed by the electorate as unreliable and two-faced. Yes, I know this applies to all politicians, but apparently it applies even more to Liberal Democrats. Their complete U-turn on university tuition fees was seen as hypocritical. It was seen as the party clinging on to power in a coalition government, rather than following its own principles. Well, they have now paid the price, and the cause of liberalism in the UK has been set back 35 years. The big winners must be the Scottish National Party. Now, this may be paradoxical in the light of the no result to the referendum on Scottish independence last year. 56 out of 59 Scottish seats went to the SNP. Yet this was not a new vote on independence, even less a vote for independence. What it did show was that the people of Scotland want their voice to be heard in the Westminster Parliament. They want the promises made by the previous government on greater fiscal autonomy for Scotland to be kept. The Labour Party in Scotland lost out precisely because it was thought to be too focused on UK issues. But what of the future? What will the challenges, domestic, European and global, for the new government be? David Cameron has pledged 100 days of blistering action. Will he live up to that?
Okay, when we give feedback, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to stop this thing?